Zelensky Bad News Putin is the second king of antisemitism after Hitler, according to Zelensky's response. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has branded Vladimir Putin, the leader of Russia, an antisemite for saying that Zelensky is a disgrace to Jews. On Wednesday morning, Zelensky was interviewed by the BBC and asked about Putin's remarks at the International Economic Forum in St. Petersburg the previous Friday. The Russian leader claimed that he has Jewish friends who say, Zelensky is not Jewish, that he is a disgrace to the Jewish people, despite the fact that the Ukrainian leader has Jewish blood. It's like he doesn't fully understand his words, Zelensky, who is Jewish and lost family members in the Holocaust, told the BBC. Excuse me, but he seems to have taken Hitler's place as the reigning antisemite. This is a president speaking, he clarified. A civilized society would never use language like that. Nonetheless, I am appreciative of the worldwide response and the encouragement I have received. Natan Sharansky, a former Soviet refusenik and prisoner, was one of many who spoke out against Putin's comments. U.S. State Department anti-Semitism monitor Deborah Lipstadt tweeted, President Zelensky's Jewishness has nothing to do with the situation in Ukraine, and Putin's continued focus on this topic and denazification narrative is clearly intended to distract from Russia's war of aggression against the Ukrainian people. Putin has repeatedly claimed that Russia's war in Ukraine is partly an effort to halt the rise of rampant neo-Nazism there, a claim which has been widely dismissed as propaganda by academics and experts around the world. Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister, angered Israeli politicians last year when he said, even Hitler had Jewish origins, and that the biggest antisemites are Jewish themselves. Zelensky has previously invoked the Holocaust and likened Russia's invasion to Nazism in an effort to enlist Israel's support for the war. Since Russian President Vladimir Putin continues to bombard cities and civilians in Ukraine, the United States does not believe that he is truly disposed towards peace talks to end the war. This was reported by European Pravda, citing a briefing given by U.S. State Department Deputy Spokesman Vedant Patel on Wednesday, June 21. The spokesman was quizzed on the visit of African leaders to Ukraine and Russia and Putin's statement to them that Moscow had not refused to engage in peace talks during their meeting. In light of Russia's continued bombing of Ukraine during the African leaders' visit, Patel stated, Russia continues to show no meaningful interest in ending this war. Patel emphasized the adage, actions speak louder than words, when describing this situation. I'll let you decide how true or false President Putin's many statements actually are. The State Department official also remarked that Russia's bombardment of Kyiv and its civilian infrastructure, energy infrastructure, apartment buildings, and hospitals make it abundantly clear that Russia has no interest in determining peace or ending the war. On Saturday, June 17, the Russian president met with a delegation of African leaders and claimed that Ukraine, not Russia, was pulling out of peace negotiations. Putin even showed the African leaders a draft agreement he had prepared in March 2022 with Ukraine in Istanbul, with both parties having initialed it despite neither delegation having the authority to conclude any such agreement.